This week on EV Rider, we're looking at one of the cheaper motorcycle top box storage options out there. Can it compete with the big name brands? Let's find out. GIVI and SHAD are two of the biggest players in the top box motorcycle industry. In fact, SHAD made the OEM mounting hardware on this Zero SRF. Many motorcyclists are going to stick with OEM brands, and for good reason. The mounting hardware and sometimes the luggage itself is custom made for a particular brand or bike. But that also means paying a premium, which is where universal top boxes come into play. I recently bought a Mingting hard case with built-in LED lighting and backrest pad on Amazon. At the time of this video's posting, it cost $161. Comparing it to this SHAD SH39, Revzilla is asking $340.97 for the version that includes the brake light and backrest pad. Now, you can definitely find the SHAD cheaper than that if you look around. But the point is, if you want one with the LED light kit and backrest, you're going to spend significantly more than you will with the Mingting. The same is true with the GIVIs. So how does the Mingting, which is also known as the ADLO, compare? Actually pretty well. The Mingting is rated at 41 liters of storage, while the SHAD is rated at 39. But raw storage capacity doesn't tell the whole story. The Mingting is wider, so depending on the size of your helmets, you might be able to squeeze in two across. On the other hand, the SHAD is just a bit taller, so it can swallow this HJC helmet standing up, whereas with the Mingting, I have to lay the HJC on its side in order to fully close the lid. The locking mechanism is a bit more finicky on the Mingting as compared to the SHAD. Now, in terms of the plastics, they seem pretty comparable, although I haven't had the Mingting nearly as long as I've owned the SHAD. Moving to the LED lighting, it's plenty bright at night. You can either wire it as a running light or a brake light, but not both, since it only comes with positive and negative wires. It does include a pinhole at the bottom of the case to run the wiring through to the bike. In my case, I decided I didn't want to see any exposed wiring, so instead I wired it to a rechargeable battery pack and mounted the battery pack with Velcro inside the box. For anyone that's interested in learning more about the battery pack setup itself, go ahead and see the post on the web at evrider.tv. I'll put a link to that post as well in the description field of the video on YouTube. I decided on a battery pack so I could also quickly disconnect the top box without worrying about remembering to disconnect a wire plug when I want to carry it indoors. The universal mount has plenty of hole locations, so it should fit most mounting brackets. But I do have to ding the Mingting for its ridiculously long bolts. There's just no need for bolts this long. So far, I've ridden just under 1,000 miles with the Mingting. It seems sturdy. My gear did remain dry after a rainstorm, but if I find it gives me any trouble over time, I'll add an update in the comments. Assuming it doesn't, then the Mingting has certainly accomplished its mission of coming up with an affordable universal top box and one of the few to include LED lighting at a price that undercuts most of its competition in its size category. If you found this universal top box review useful, please go ahead and give this video a like. Hit that notification bell and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can continue to bring you more adventures in EV motorcycling and occasional reviews like this one.